Hello, great people. Popular Islamic scholar Sheikh Gumi have summarily said that if Nigerian government want peace, particularly in the north, they should try and pamper the bandits. Sheikh Gumi was speaking when he hosted Solomon Dalung, the minister that served in the immediate past government of President Muhammadu Buhari. Sheikh Gumi said that Nigerian government should try and pamper the bandit, and if this is done, definitely there will be peace, that the pampering will make them to turn away from their evil ways. Sheikh Gumi was speaking about the creation of the livestock ministry that was newly created by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also the security situation in Kaduna State, and that's where he made the assertion. Sheikh Gumi said a lot of things. He advised government to provide infrastructure. He gave government an idea of how they can, tackle insecurity. But as usual, Sheikh Gumi did not fail to be sympathetic to the bandits and the extremists in the north. And in doing this, you want to imagine that Sheikh Gumi, why are you not always an advocate for the military? I barely see Sheikh Gumi comment about the military, that okay, the military guys are trying, government should try and encourage them, increase their allowance, and provide more amenities for the military, infrastructure for them, and also arms and ammunition. Sheikh Gumi barely says that. Most of his oration has always been about pampering the bandit, pacifying the bandit, appealing to the bandit. Does Sheikh Gumi realize that all these things that he is asserting presents Nigeria as a weak country? And from the history of warfare and conflict, you will be at the losing end, or you won't be taken serious if you are negotiating from the position of weakness. So if Nigerian government do not do three things, which is to hit the bandit and terrorists hard, fast and strong, if Nigerian government decide to pamper them, it is a means of emboldening them. If Nigerian government decide to pamper them, they will be feeling more important, they'll be feeling larger than life. So you want to imagine that Sheikh Gumi, at least he has exposure, he is a scholar, and why would you be sympathetic to these bandits and not on the side of the Nigerian military and on the side of the Nigerian government? So I barely see Sheikh Gumi advocate for the military. And I will be playing a video on your screen now, whereby in Borno State, the Boko Haram element decide to attack the camp of the military, and a lot of ammunitions were allegedly carted away. Sheikh Gumi would not comment about this and condemn this act. Sheikh Gumi will not come out and say, oh, bandits, terrorists, you cannot be doing this. Sheikh Gumi will not give his support to the Nigerian government. If he's going to speak, it is pamper bandits, provide amenities for them, pacify them. The question is that if you are saying that we should try and make bandits happy, that this will reduce banditry and terrorism and criminality, perhaps Sheikh Gumi has forgotten as a scholar that terrorism is an ideological based action. And once something is based on ideology, you can do barely little or nothing to kind of like eradicate it, except you put those people on the hot seat, then you face them fire for fire, or you send them to their creator. So if all this terrorism, banditry, if some of them are ideological based, then how do you now expect that pampering will solve it? So I expect Sheikh Gumi to know that most of these actions, they are based on ideology. And an ideology is so strong that if people have an ideology and you decide to execute all of them, if it remains only one person, that person can resurrect that ideology. And that's why scholars have asserted that for an ideology to die completely, it will take about 150 years for it to die. And 150 years is not easy. So Sheikh Gumi should realize that the best thing is for government to create a level playing ground for everybody to succeed. Then all these non-state actors, people that believe that they can act to bring insurrection to the people of Nigeria, government needs to hit them hard, fast and strong. For me, you don't negotiate with terrorists because they are working based on ideology. And like I said earlier, who is happy in Nigeria? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Let's break this thing down. Who is happy? Some of you that you are watching me right now, are you happy? Some of you, your father retired. They didn't even give him his pension till he dies. Same is happening to some of your mothers. Is the police happy? Are they well paid? The military, are they well paid? The doctors, is governor not owing them? The lecturers, is also not crying? If you go to the hospitals, is there enough infrastructure there? So who is really happy in Nigeria except the political class? In fact, you know, if they say one person that is happy in Nigeria, now maybe we can say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he has achieved his aim. I said a B0k0 and now he is in charge of the affairs. But in the true sense of it, maybe some governors, the political class. But if we look at ordinary Nigerians, who is really happy? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Is it Nigerians that are dying on the roads that are happy? Is it Nigerians that are suffering economic hardship that is happy? So if Sheikh Gumi fail to address these kind of things, that people that are law-abiding citizens, you fail to advocate for their welfare, all you know most times is to be advocating for the welfare of bandits, to be advocating for the welfare of terrorists. That leaves much to be desired from you, because the government cannot leave responsible people that are enduring and just trying to be a responsible citizen and leave them and go and be taking care of people that are taking arms against the state. So who is really happy in Nigeria? If you look at it, the whole of Nigeria, are you happy? Am I happy with the situation of things in my country, Nigeria? No. So everybody is not happy, and the people that have chosen to be law-abiding citizens, it doesn't mean they are stupid. So Sheikh Gumi should try and always be real in his assertion. And if you look at it, who is not being cheated in Nigeria? The people that have the oil in the Niger Delta, are they not being cheated? Are they happy? These people are not happy. So if you look at the whole of Nigeria, nobody is happy. But a situation whereby government will now be concentrating the efforts that is supposed to use to provide infrastructure and be using it to be pampering bandits, then that means that we are in a state of total lawlessness. That means that the sovereignty of Nigeria is now in the hands of bandits, is now in the hands of terrorists. May God forbid that kind of situation. So I believe that Sheikh Gumi should even be assisting the government. And if we speak about Sheikh Gumi, let us also speak about the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria itself, because some of these things are the handwork of the government. Bandits will sit down jeje in the Sahel. Bandits will be doing their own in all these West African forests. During election between Buhari and Jonathan, the Buhari people allegedly, use kola nut culture to invite some of these people, thinking that if they win Jonathan, if Jonathan did not release power, then these people can be kind of like instrumental and useful. And at the end of the day, these people do not go back home because they find a comfortable place in Nigeria. And I'm not the one that made this revelation. The chief servant, the former governor of Niger State, made the revelation. Kau Baraje made the revelation. I've discussed extensively on it on this my platform before. So long as we are condemning Sheikh Gumi, let us also condemn the actors in Nigerian government that are too desperate for power, particularly during the Buhari era. Because if they have not done that, Nigeria will not have the problem that it has now. During the days of Jonathan, we know the existence of Boko Haram. But when Buhari came, all of a sudden we started hearing bandits. And Buhari went to one of these African countries and declared Nigeria visa free. So why won't people I don't want to use any bad word. Why won't anybody that wakes up and desire that he want to come to Nigeria, why would they come to Nigeria? They are coming to Nigeria and they are not even law abiding. It's either they want to snatch people's land or they want to kidnap people. You can imagine that. And you are now expecting that government that has not pampered Nigerians. So some of these bandits are not Nigerian. Government that has not pampered Nigerians. Imagine a government that have not pampered me, a responsible citizen that has not pampered you, will now go and be using taxpayers' money. We'll go and be using the money earned from oil, the money earned from tax, to go and be pampering bandits. What kind of nonsense is that? So Sheikh Gumi should try and be realistic in his assertion. And on a final note, we must encourage the Nigerian military. You see, Nigerian military, what I can tell you is, not look Uche face. So you see all this Sheikh Gumi, then be Uche. As they say on the street, say no dey look who she face. Hit those bandits, hit those terrorists, hit those murderous herdsmen hard, fast, and strong. And may God Almighty grant you success. And this goes out to Lieutenant General Oluyede. Please leave no stone unturned. Send them to God. Then God can do whatever He likes with them. In fact, some of them already believe that if you die while fighting war, there is seven virgins or something waiting for you. So quickly send them to those virgins. Don't listen to the likes of Sheikh Gumi and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself. You know, that livestock ministry that he created is even a problem. Because how will you create a livestock ministry knowing fully well that that ministry will be dominated by northern herders? That's the truth. That northern ministry, people that are rearing pigs, people that are rearing cow, people that are rearing chicken, will not be given considerable opportunity in that ministry. Don't let's deceive ourselves. Because these people will want to lord over the ministry. So why not just name it Ministry for Herdsmen or Elders Ministry? Because the truth is that these people, they will want to lord themselves over the ministry. But maybe President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to be diplomatic. He's trying to kind of like, okay, let me give this thing to these people. But then they shouldn't take it for a ride. They shouldn't take the magnanimity. They shouldn't take, the fatherliness of the president. They shouldn't take it for a ride. The president should go all out to make sure that bandits, terrorists, herdsmen are hit hard, fast, and so. No listening to Sheikh Gumi. The security of Nigeria should be your utmost priority and responsibility. So help you God. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politing with Dr. Omoshola Deji. Dr. Deji is a political scientist with a PhD in political science. Do want to subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with me on Facebook and TikTok. Till I see you again, always remember that I love you all sincerely.